Thanks largely to Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller, Mexico has agreed to start sending the water it owes to the Lone Star State. This is Friday, November 15th, 2024.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Well, thanks for starting the end of your week here with the Texas Minute. As the parent of a kid in college, I'm really excited by the success Governor Abbott has had in getting tuition frozen for the next couple of years. I'll try to get my professional comportment in order before bringing you that story, but I'm not making any promises. Houston's Astrodome has sat empty since 2005 when it housed Hurricane Katrina evacuees. But now a $1 billion plan has been put forward to revitalize the building. While not formally affiliated with the Astrodome itself, the Astrodome Conservancy wants to turn the structure into a year-round retail village with an expo center and restaurants. This is just the latest in a long line of proposals to breathe new life into the aging building. Harris County proposed a $200 million bond back in 2013 to redevelop it, but that effort failed. In 2015, then Harris County Judge Ed Emmett and others traveled to Germany to tour an indoor park as inspiration for the facility. And in 2018, the county approved $105 million to renovate the building and build a garage and event space, but that spending was later put on hold. The Conservancy believes their plan is different because it will be revenue generating and largely privately funded. The going won't be easy for the proposal, though, since the two entities that largely control the future of the Astrodome, that's the Houston Livestock Show and the Harris County Sports and Convention Corporation, have both rejected the idea. Republican State Senator Bob Hall of Edgewood wants school districts to obtain written consent from parents before teaching human sexuality courses in public schools. To that end, Hall has written legislation requiring that school districts contact parents for such consent no later than the 14th day before instruction begins. Such requests for consent would have to be in a standalone format that is not included with any other notifications or consent requests. Last year, Governor Greg Abbott signed into law a tuition freeze that blocked increases for both the 2023-2024 and 2024-2025 academic years. But with that freeze set to expire, the governor has said he won't support tuition increases during the upcoming two-year period. To that end, Abbott said this week that he'd received confirmation from the boards overseeing Texas's colleges and universities that they'll not increase tuition in the 2025-26 and 26-27 academic years. The governor said that as families continue to shoulder the costly effects of inflation, they shouldn't also have to deal with the undue financial burden of education. Now, this is great news for families like mine with someone in college. So to my son, hey, it looks like you get to keep having 3 meals a day next year. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Do you ever wonder what it would be like to trust that where you get your news is accurate and pro-citizen? Well, Texas Scorecard has you covered. We give you real news for real Texans. Go to TexasScorecard.com today.
The International Boundary and Water Commission has announced that an agreement has been signed to help ensure consistent water deliveries from Mexico to the United States. Last month, Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller issued an executive order allowing farmers and ranchers to begin drawing water directly from the Rio Grande. That proved to be a tipping point for Mexico. The newly approved resolution will allow Mexico to send water to the United States from rivers and tributaries that generally would have been used by Mexico. So, by way of background, according to a 1944 treaty, Mexico was supposed to deliver 350,000 acre-feet of water to the South Rio Grande Valley. However, since 2020, Mexico has been falling behind in delivering the full amount of water required, despite having overflowing reservoirs. While this is all good news, Commissioner Miller warns that promises and resolutions don't provide water and that he's waiting for action. You can find the details of all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. The Texas Minute is produced by Nick Shepard. This edition was based on the original reporting of Charles Blaine, Will Biagini, and Addie Hovland. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. I hope you have a really great weekend.
Thanks for listening to the first news of the day for the Lone Star State. This has been the Texas Minute with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.